So today we start with 12th chapter. 12.5. We finish. Yesterday we finished till 11.54.
Ma'am, shall I read this sloka?
Ma'am,
Who
can
is
I
saying?
read?
Who is saying?
Ma'am, can I read?
Ma'am, first I told ma'am, Sanat.
Okay, Adit. Who told first? Okay,
Ma'am,
Sanat.
Ma'am, Sanat. Sanat.
Sanat, you start.
ma'am, can I say after Sanat?
Okay.
Can I say after Samara?
Okay, wait, I will tell the name of everyone. Okay? Okay. Sanat, start.
क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तस्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखम् देवाद्भिरव्यक्तम्
क्लेशोऽधिकारस्तेषाम् आव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् आव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखम् देहावधिरव्यापते.
Ma'am,
Now,
can I say?
okay, Samaira, you read.
क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तस्तचेतसम् अव्यक्ता हि गति दुःखम् देहवादिरव्यक्ते.
Ma'am, now read.
Ma'am, can I read?
Okay,
Ma'am,
wait.
now can I read?
Can I read?
First Adit, then Divya.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am,
Read word
shloka.
by word. Word by word
Okay.
translate.
Klesha, trouble. Adhika, taraha. Very much. Say some of them. Avyakta, to the manifested. Asakta, attached. Keta, some of those whose minds avyakta toward the ama- uh, unmanifested. He by the embodied avyakta is achieved.
Ma'am,
He certainly,
ma'am,
yeah.
ma'am, what is the meaning of manifested?
अनमैनिफेस्टेड मीन्स जो हमें दिखाई नहीं दे रहा अभी, मतलब मैनिफेस्टेड जो फॉर्म है, जिस अनमैनिफेस्टेड मतलब उसका कोई फॉर्म नहीं है, वो दिखाई नहीं देता, मतलब लाइक अ लाइट, दे आर नॉट, वी कैन सी ना एनीथिंग एक्सेप्ट लाइट, दैट इज कॉल्ड अनमैनिफेस्ट. You forgot one line. Gati, progress, dukham, with trouble, deha vadhi, by embodied. Okay. Now Divya, you read translation.
Okay, ma'am. For those whose minds are attached to the unmanifested, impersonal future of the supreme, advancement is very troublesome. To make progress in that discipline is always difficult for those who are embodied.
Thank you.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, can I read?
Ma'am, can I read?
Okay.
Ma'am, can I read?
Wait. Okay, है ना? Gauri, you read one more time.
For those whose minds are attached to the unmanifested, impersonal feature of the supreme, advancement is very troublesome. To make progress in that discipline is always difficult for those who are embodied.
Okay,
Ma'am, can I read?
Adya Shiri, you read.
Yes, ma'am.
Adya Shiri, you read.
For those whose minds are attached to the unmanifested, impersonal feature of the Supreme, advancement is
very troublesome. To make progress in that discipline is always difficult for those who are embedded.
So thank you all of
Ma'am,
you.
can
So
I read?
okay, later. Okay, first I explain, then you can read. For those whose mind are attached to the unmanifested impersonal feature of Supreme, means they think that Krishna is a light, that Supreme Personality of Godhead is light. For them, advancement is very difficult because they cannot make a relation with a unmanifested thing. To make progress in that discipline is always difficult for those who are embodied. So for them it's very difficult. See, a yogi is thinking about that, but he can't able to think about Krishna. So yogi who are trying to meditate on Brahm Jyoti have a difficult time controlling their senses because senses are very much troublesome, and mind also we can't able to control our mind. For them, making progress is very difficult. For those who are directly serve Krishna, because Krishna they are serving as a person, for them progress is easy. So it is possible to realize Krishna through it is possible to realize Krishna through an impersonal understanding called Gyan Yoga. But Krishna does not suggest that we try to make spiritual progress in that this way. Means we can make a progress, but Krishna does not suggest because an impersonal understanding of God is unnatural. We are always persons because we are person. We cannot think that other one is imperson. They are only light. If we think na, that is make a something unnatural thing. If we try to stop thinking we are body but do not understand our spiritual personal nature, that will be very difficult for us. And it is we actually get impersonal realization of God. It will be difficult to them love Krishna as a person because we will have worked so hard to forget about personality. So understanding Krishna in an impersonal way is difficult to do and then make real spiritual perfection difficult. So to think about Krishna like he is a impersonal and then make a spiritual progress is very difficult. So loving Krishna, however, is easy and natural. So loving Krishna is very easy. We hear the glories of Krishna, eat food we have offered, and worship the deity form in temple. So how we make progress? By glorifying Lord, eat food we have offered him, and worship his deity form in the temple. So this way we can easily make a progress.
Ma'am, can I
Ma'am,
read?
can I read?
You already read, na? I will give a chance to another one. Okay. Okay, Asit Bera, you read. Translation.
Okay, ma'am. For those whose minds are attached to the unmanifested, impersonal feature of the Supreme, advancement is very troublesome. To make progress in that discipline is always difficult for
मम्मी
those
मुझे परेशान
who
कर
are
रही.
embodied. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Now, Nirmala Chauhan, you read. Nirmala, you read one more time.
For
Ma'am, can
the
I read
for
next
those
sloka?
whose minds are attached to the unmanifested impersonal future of the supreme advancement is very troublesome
Troublesome.
troublesome to make progress in that discipline is always difficult for those who are embodied.
Thank you. So, next shloka, we will read.
Ma'am, please, ma'am,
Can you read
No, no,
this
no.
sloka,
Okay,
please?
okay,
Ma'am,
wait.
can I read the sloka?
All of you
The
get
sloka.
chance. Okay, all of
Ma'am,
you get
can I
chance.
read? Ma'am, can I
Wait,
read
wait,
the
wait.
sloka? Ma'am, can I read? Ma'am, can I
Wait,
read?
wait. I will tell them myself. Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. Shrivas, you read. Next shloka.
Okay, ma'am.
Pastarajanam kapimam vidhi sarva pastarusu varata kasitra
Kshetra.
kasitra
Kshetra. Kshetra.
kshetra
Kshetra janyo.
kshetran yajat janam matsta mama.
Okay, thank you. One time I will read, then you start. Kshetrajam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata kshetra kshetra janyo janam yatta janam mattam mama.
Ma'am, can I
Ma'am,
read?
can I read?
Wait, wait,
Ma'am, can I read?
Ma'am, can I read?
okay, okay. Don't unmute yourself. Okay, I will tell the name, then you unmute. Okay. Anindita. Okay, you read.
Ma'am,
Anandita.
can I read after Anandita?
No. I will tell I myself. Anandita, read word by word translation.
Janam, the knower of the field. Ka, also. Api, certainly. Ma'am, may. Vidhi, no. Sarva, all. Ketrisu, in bodily fields. Bharata, O son of Bharata. Kestra, the field of activities. Kestra, Jnanha, and the knower of the field. Janam, knowledge of. Yat, that which. Tat, that. Janam, knowledge. Matam, opinion. Mama, my. Ma'am, can I read once the word by word translation?
No.
Ma'am,
I will
can I
tell myself.
read?
Okay.
Ma'am, can I read?
Sudha, you read translation.
Yes, ma'am. O scion of Bharata, you should understand that I am also the knower in all bodies, and to understand this body and its knower is called knowledge. That is my opinion.
Thank you.
Ma'am, can I read?
Vedant, you
Ma'am,
read.
can I
one more.
read?
No. Vedant, you read one more time.
O scion of Bharata, you should understand that I am also the knower in all bodies, and to understand this body and its knower is called knowledge. That is my opinion.
Thank you.
Ma'am, can I read?
No.
Ma'am, can I?
I will tell myself. Okay. Ayush, you read. Ayush.
Ma'am, shall I read?
Okay.
Ma'am, can I read?
Ma'am,
Wait,
shall I
wait,
read? Ma'am, can I
Ma'am,
read?
wait.
can I read after Sanat?
Okay.
Shall I read?
Wait. I will tell myself. Okay. First Sanat, then Preeti.
Okay, ma'am. Ocean of Bharata, you should understand that I am also the knower in all bodies. And to understand this body and its knower is called knowledge. That is my opinion.
Now Preeti, you read translation.
Ocean of Bharata, you should understand that I am also the knower is all bodies. And to understand this body and its knower is called knowledge. That is my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you, all of you. So here Krishna is saying that you should understand that I am the knower of all bodies. Like we know only about ourselves, but Krishna know about everyone. So that's why he's called Kshetragya, who know about all of them. To understand this body and its knower is called knowledge. So what is the knowledge? To understand what is the body and who is the knower of the body. So body is called Kshetra and knower of the body called Kshetragya, and that is called knowledge. So here Krishna is saying he knows what is going on in everyone's body. Krishna present in all body is called super soul. So we all present as a soul and Krishna is present as a super soul in our heart. So the verse discuss three things. First is material body, and then is knower of the body and the super soul. The body can be understood as the field of knowledge, and the knower of the body or the individual soul is the knower of the field. Means we know about our body. An individual can only know what is going on his own body. There is, however, in each body is Paramatma or super soul, who also is Kshetra Jana. So, what is the Kshetra? That is the field of knowledge. That is material body. What is the Kshetraja? That is the soul. And what is the Kshetra Jana? That is super soul, who know about everyone's body. He is the knower of not only the activities of the body, but of all bodies. So he know what is going on in everyone's body. He is the owner of all body and lives in each of them. So he present in each one's heart as a super soul. So to understand the body and the knower of the body is the knowledge. So what is the real knowledge? We know about what is the body and who is the knower of the body. That Krishna is the knower of all one's body. That is called knowledge. So Samaira, you read one more time.
Okay, ma'am. O Theon of Bharata, you should understand that I am also the knower in all bodies, and to understand this body and its knower is called knowledge. That is my opinion.
Ma'am, can I read?
Adit, you read one more time.
Ocean of Bharata. You should understand that I am also the knower in all bodies, and to understand this body and its knower is called knowledge. That is my opinion.
Thank you. Now Divya, you start. Divya,
Okay, ma'am.
Divya, you start.
सर्वायोनिषु कौन्तेयामृतायः सम्भवन्ति याः तासां ब्रह्मा महत् योनिरहं बीजात् प्रजापिताः.
Gauri, you read one more time. Shloka.
सर्वे योनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः तासां ब्रह्मा महायोनिरहं बीजप्रदः पिता.
सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेया मूर्तये संभवन्ति या तासा ब्रह्मा महद्योनिर् अहं बीजा प्रदपिता. So Adya Shri, you read word by word translation.
Sarvayonishu, in all species of life. Kaunteya, O son of Kunti. Murtyaha, forms. Sambhavanti, they appear. Yaha, which. Tasham, of all of them. Brahma, the supreme. Mahat Yoniha, source of both in the material substance. Aham, I. Bija Pradaha, the seed giving. Pita, father.
Okay, thank you. Next.
Ma'am, can I read the translation?
Ma'am, can I read? Ma'am, can I read?
Wait. Everyone will get chance, na? Okay? Everyone will get chance. Okay, Preeti, you read translation. Preeti?
It should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed-giving father.
Thank you. Next, Asit. Asit, you read.
I should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in their material nature, and that I am the seed giving father.
So thank you all of you. There is Krishna is saying that it is should be understood that all species of life, like all species are present, na? Animal, plants, and all other things. They made possible by birth in this material nature, and I am the seed giving father. Means the soul which is present in our heart, that is the part of Krishna. That's why he is the seed giving father of all of us. So here Krishna is saying in like cow, owl, birds, that butterfly, human, reptiles, fishes, horse, that cat, flowers, crab, all the ocean all the water animal, all the reptiles, all birds, all insects, and all plants. Who is the seed giving father? Krishna. Krishna is present in their heart as the super soul. So Krishna is the father of all living entities, because Krishna is the soul is a part of Krishna, and Krishna also present as a super soul in the heart. But because soul is a part of Krishna, that is called he is the Beej Pradapita. He is the seed giving father of all of us. So material nature is the mother, and Krishna is the seed giving father. Krishna, by his glance, places the living entities within the material nature, who then gives them bodies according to their past desire. So we are getting our body according to our past desire. However, we desire according to our past time, that type of body we all will get.
Ma'am, can I read?
Ma'am, can I read?
Wait.
Ma'am,
I
can
will
I
tell,
read?
I will tell the name of.
Ma'am, can I read?
Ma'am, can I read?
No. Okay, Anandita, you read. Translation.
Ma'am, can I read?
Anandita,
Ma'am, can I read?
Ma'am, can I read? Ma'am, can I read?
wait,
Ma'am, can I
Ma'am,
wait,
can I
wait,
read?
wait.
Can I read?
Don't unmute yourself. Jithya, you read.
Yes,
Translation.
ma'am. Let should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible my birth in this material nature, and I am the seed giving father.
Thank you.
Ma'am, can I read next sloka?
No.
Ma'am, can I read the next sloka?
No. I will tell the name. Okay. Nirmala, you read the shloka.
Yes, ma'am. कायो व्याभिकृणे भक्ति योगिने सवेता सा गुणन संयति ब्रह्मा भयूया कल्पते.
One time I will read, then you. Okay, I'm reading. You all listen. Mam chayo vyabhicharena. Mam chayo vyabhicharena. Bhakti yogena sevate. Sa gunan samati tena brahma bhuyaya kalpate.
Ma'am, once can I
Ma'am,
read?
can I read, please?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
can I
can I read,
Ma'am,
please?
can I read? Please. Ma'am, can
Wait.
I read? Ma'am,
Okay,
can I
Can
read?
I read?
Ma'am,
first,
can I read?
okay, first Samaira, then Divya. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Mam chayo vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatiyati brahma bhuyaya kalpate.
Now Divya, you read.
Okay, ma'am. Manchayo vyabhichareena bhakti yogena sevate sagunam samatityam tinam brahma bhabhyaya kalpate.
Thank you. So Shrivas, you read next. That word by word translation.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, can I read translation?
Ma'am, can I read
Ma'am, can
translation?
I read
Wait,
translation?
wait. Everyone will
Can
get
I
chance.
read?
Okay. Don't shout. Okay. Everyone will get chance. Shrivas, are you reading? No, he's not there. Moksha. Moksha, you read.
Okay, ma'am. One who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at one transcends the three modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman. Ma'am,
Sanat, you read word by word translation.
ma'am, can I read?
Ma'am, can I
Okay,
read?
Sanat, Sanat is reading. Sanat is reading.
ma'am,
Ma'am, unto me, Cha, also, ya, a person who avyabhicharena, without fail, bhakti yogena, by devotional service, sevate, renders service, sa, he, gunan, the modes of material nature, samtitya, transcending, etan, all this, brahma bhuyaya, elevated to the Brahman platform, Kalpate becomes.
Okay,
ma'am,
thank you.
what is
Yes.
the ma'am, can I read?
Wait.
Ma'am, can I read?
What is
Ma'am, can
the
I read?
wait? What are you asking?
Ma'am, what is the meaning of circumstance?
Circumstance means paristiti. Like what circumstance we had at that time, na? That is called circum. Okay, Adhya, you read. Translation.
One who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances at once, transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahmana.
Thank you. Now, Sudha, you read.
Yes, ma'am. One who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman.
Thank you. So this is chapter is mainly modes of material nature. There is three modes of material nature: goodness, passion, and ignorance. So here Krishna is saying one who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcend the mode of material nature and come to the label of Brahman. So how we can transcend the mode of material nature? By fully engaged in devotional service and unfailing in all circumstances. Whether we have some happiness, whether we have any distress, in all circumstances, means in difficulties, in joyfulness, in all things, we should never forget Krishna. We have to do our daily sadhana. That is like that Prabhuji is doing japa, chanting, that modes of above the modes of nature. That girl is eating fruits, that is called mode of goodness. That soldier is going on a border, that is called mode of passion. And somebody is sleeping and drinking bad things, that is called mode of ignorance. So girl is eating fruit represent goodness. Military men represent the mode of passion. And a lazy, intoxicated man represent ignorance. He is a representative of ignorance. So one who always serve Krishna is above these modes of material nature. Like this person, he always want to serve Krishna and he is the above of modes of material nature. So here they can see that how we can go above the modes of material nature by devotional service unfailing in all circumstances. We can transcend the modes of material nature. So, in the material world, goodness, passion, and ignorance are controlling all living beings. We are already read before that they are like a rope. We are binding in a rope. Goodness rope, passion rope, ignorance rope. They depend on what nature we are. So we can become free from these modes of nature if we serve Krishna with determination and devotion. So it does not matter in which mode we are. If we serve Krishna with determination and devotion, we can free from this. This service brings us to our real spiritual nature, which is like Krishna's. Krishna, what is the nature of Krishna? Satchidanand, eternal, full of knowledge and full of pleasure or bliss. So we can also become like a full of knowledge and bliss. When we realize our true nature, then we can serve Krishna in many different relationships. Like somebody serve as a parent, somebody become his friends. Because Krishna used the word bhakti in this verse, we can understand that freedom from material world means service or bhakti. So Krishna clearly say by bhakti we can free from this material world. And service means that we must continue to be a person. Even after we become spiritually perfect, we have not to think that Krishna is impersonal. He is a person and we are also serve him as a person.
Ma'am, can I read?
Wait.
Ma'am, please can I read the sloka?
No.
Ma'am, can I read?
Okay, Gauri, you read one more time.
Ashwaya, Aira,
One who engaged in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman.
Preeti, read one more time. Preeti.
Ma'am, can I read?
टेंशन में आ गया कि अभी क्या करेंगे
In
हम भी काम के लिए आए, तो बड़ी नहीं पा रहे
devotional service, unfailing
Ma'am,
all
all sloka.
circumstances of
राक्षस
Ma'am, can I read the next sloka?
Wait. Preeti, read first.
one who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman.
Ma'am, can I read next sloka?
And can I read the next?
Okay, Samaya. Wait. Okay.
Ma'am, can I
Samaya, you read.
Yes, ma'am.
Samaya, you read.
ब्राह्मणो हि प्रतिष्ठानाम् अमर्त्यस्वावयायसा च स्वस्य च धर्मस्य सुखास्य युक्ताकान्ति च स.
Adit, you read one more time. Adit.
Ma'am,
Adit is not there.
ma'am, what is after dharmasya? In the third line, fourth line.
Brahmano hi patristhaya amratasya vayavascha shashvatascha dharmascha sukhascha
Sukhasya
can akantischa sukhascha akantischa.
Ma'am, can I read the sloka?
Okay, Divya, you read.
Okay, ma'am. Brahmano hi pratishtham amratasya vayasya cha sasvatasya cha dharmasya sukhasya kantitasya cha.
Thank you.
Can I read?
Okay, Sudha, you read word by word translation.
Ma'am, can I read translation?
Ma'am, can I read translation?
Okay, after Sudha, Adit and Gauri will read translation. Okay. Then
Ma'am,
Moksha.
can I read word by word translation?
Yeah.
Brahmanaha of the impersonal Brahma Jyoti. Brahma Jyoti, he certainly Pratishta, the rest. Aham, I am. Amritasya of the immortal. Avyavasya of the imperishable. Ka also. Shashvatasya of the eternal. Ka and
Cha,
Dharmasya of
cha.
the
It's a cha. Cha.
Cha. Also Shashvatasya of the eternal. Cha and Dharmasya. Cha and Dharmasya of the constitutional position.
Constitutional.
Constitutional position. Sukhasya of happiness. Ekantikasya ultimate. Cha also.
Thank you.
Canary translation.
Ma'am, Canary translation.
Wait. I tell na 3 names. Adit, then Gauri, then Moksha.
And I am the basis of the impersonal Brahman, which is immortal, immeasurable, and eternal.
Imperishable.
Imperishable and eternal, and is the constitutional position of ultimate happiness.
Next, Gauri, you read.
And I am the basis of the impersonal Brahman, which is immortal, imperishable, and, and eternal, and is the constitutional position of ultimate happiness.
Now, Moksha, you read.
Okay, ma'am. And I am the basis of the impressional Brahman, which is immortal, imperishable, and eternal, and is the constitutional position of ultimate happiness. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, all of you. So here, okay, later. Okay, and I am the basic of impersonal Brahman. The light which is come from Krishna, that is called impersonal Brahman. That is he is the basis of that impersonal Brahman, which is immortal. What is the nature of that? It is immortal, imperishable. Nobody can destroy that, and nobody can kill him, and eternal. We don't know from which time he has come. So that is means he is the eternal and constitutional position of ultimate happiness. So here Krishna is saying he is the source of impersonal Brahman, which is immortal, imperishable, and eternal. Krishna's effluence is called Brahman. It comes from his personal form. Like Krishna is present there, from his all light is coming. That is called Brahman or impersonal Brahman. The light which is coming from Krishna. So both the impersonal Brahman and Paramatma, the super soul, are within the supreme personality of Godhead. So in Krishna, they present all the things. Brahman, Paramatma, and he himself is supreme personality of Godhead. The nature of Brahman is immortality, imperishability, eternity, and happiness. When a conditioned living entity began to take to devotional service, he gradually comes first to the platform of Brahman realization. In other words, he understands that he is not a body but eternal spirit soul. However, he may still fall down beyond the realization that Brahman is Paramatma realization. First, they understand Brahman, that he is not body, he is the soul. After that, they will understand about a Paramatma, and after that, they will understand that supreme personality of Godhead. So one can attain the last stage only by devotional service. So only devotee can understand that Krishna is a person who always have a two-handed form and holding a flute in his hand and a very beautiful form. So when one understands Krishna by engaging in the 9 process of devotional service. So how we can understand Navda Bhakti Dwara? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam Dasyam Cha, Atma Nivedam Dashyam Shakyam. So these are the 9 process of devotional service. When they do under the bona fide of another bona fide spiritual master, we can do all this bhakti. Then we can understand that Krishna is a person who have a two-handed form and holding a flute in his hand. he becomes situated on a transcendental platform, completely detached from material desire. Such a state he no longer fall down but enjoy eternal happiness. So when he becomes situated on a transcendental platform, he does not have any material desire. He don't want to watch movies, he don't want to play video games and other things he don't want to do. He only want to do bhakti. So in that platform, he no longer fall down and only enjoy the eternal happiness. So Sanat, you read translation.
Okay, ma'am. And I am the basis of the impersonal Brahman, which is immortal, imperishable, and eternal, and is the constitutional position of ultimate happiness. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Now Jithya, you read the translation.
Yes, ma'am. And I am the basics of imperishable Brahman, which is immortal,
Imperishable.
imperishable, and eternal, and is is constitutional position of ultimate happiness. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ma'am, can I read this sloka?
Okay, wait. Sudha, you read shloka.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ma'am, what is
Mamai
the,
wants.
Huh?
ma'am, what is the meaning of imperishable?
Imperishable, which means which cannot destroy. Imperishable.
Thank you, ma'am.
ममैवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मम षष्ठानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति.
Thank you. Vedant, you read next this shloka one more time.
ममैवंशो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनःषष्ठानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिष्ठानि कर्षति.
Adya Shri, you read one more time.
ಏನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಬರ್ತಿ ಮುಂಜಾನೆ
Yes, ma'am.
You read one more time. Shloka.
Mame evanso
Akshas, please mute yourself. Akshas. Okay, Adya Shri, read.
मनः पष्ठानि नेन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति.
Thank you. Divya, now you read word by word translation.
Okay, ma'am. Mama, my, Eva, certainly, Amsa, fragmental, mental, particle, Jiva Loke, in the word of conditional life. Jiva Bhutta, the conditioned living entity,
Living entity.
Sanatana, and eternal Manaha with the mind, Tahani, situated, Kalsati is struggling hard.
Ma'am, can I read the translation?
Ma'am, can I read the translation?
I will tell now. Okay. Preeti, you read translation.
Okay, ma'am. The living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts. Due to conditional life, they are struggling very hard with the six senses, which include the mind. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ma'am, can I read?
Wait. I will tell the name myself. Okay. Okay, Adit, you read.
The living entities in this conditional world are my eternal fragmental parts. Due to conditional life, they are struggling very hard with the six senses, which include the mind.
Thank you. Sanat, you read one more time.
Okay, ma'am. The, li- the living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts. Due to conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with the six senses, which include the mind.
Thank you. Gauri, you read one more time.
The living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts due to conditioned life. They are struggling very hard with the six senses, which include the mind.
Thank you. So here we can see that all of they are just struggling. The living entity are struggling to control their six senses. Like somebody want to eat nice food, and somebody want to watch movies. Somebody want to hear good music, but they don't know what is the good music. They only want that songs or other things. Somebody want to taste good things, but they don't taste Krishna Prasad. Somebody want to touch good things, and somebody want to smell, and the mind also working on that. So here they are struggling very hard, all the living entity. Like this one is want to hear some pop music, and they don't know the real music is Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And somebody want to touch something. Like wet pant is there, but he's touching there. And here mind is full of all the thoughts. Like a lust, jealousy, criticism, fear, doubt, hatred, self-pity, desire to steal. These all things are present in mind. So all of us is struggling very hard. We are eternal, fragmental part and parcel of Supreme Lord. This means we never become one with God, but we always have our own individual identity. So we all have our individual identity, and we are His eternal servant. As part of Him, we have part of His qualities as well. Like we are a part of Him, and part have the same quality as the whole have. Like a ocean drop has the same quality as the whole ocean has. So include independence. We also want the independence. If we misuse our independence, desiring to separate from Krishna. So how we misuse our independence? We want to separate from Krishna. Then we become conditioned and controlled by the modes of nature. If we don't want to serve Krishna, what will happen? Modes of nature will control us. Then we forget Krishna. If we are in ignorance and passion, how we can remember Krishna? This is very difficult to remember Krishna. Only in goodness there is chance to remember Krishna. If we desire to please and serve Krishna, again we become liberated and eternally engaged in a loving service of Him. In the conditioned state, we tied up with a mind and false ego, thinking we are body and mind. So, conditioned state, what we think? That we are this mind, we are this body. But when we are free, we know that we are a soul and we are the part of Krishna and we should serve Him. So we act according to modes of nature, or which modes is working. Like passion is working, so we want to hear loud music. If ignorance is working, we want to sleep all day. So, however, when we are liberated, we will know that our eternal spiritual body and be able to see Krishna. And when only in liberated condition, when we remember Krishna, when we know about Krishna, when we chant Krishna, then only we can understand we are spiritual body, and that time we can able to see Krishna. Now, Moksha, you read translation.
Okay, ma'am.
The living entities in this conditioned world are my internal fragmental parts. Due to conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with the six senses, which include the mind.
Thank you.
Welcome, ma'am.
Next, Asit. Asit, you read translation.
The living entities in this conditioned world are my internal fragmental parts. Due to conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with the six senses, which include the mind.
Thank you. So next we will read.
Ma'am, please can
Ma'am,
I
can
read
I
this
read this
shloka?
shloka?
Ma'am, please can I read this
Ma'am, can
shloka?
I read?
Okay, wait. Okay. First,
Ma'am, can I
Adit, you
read?
read. Adit, you read.
सर्वस्य चाहं हति सत्रिवृष्टतो मत्ता
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मतिस्मृतिज्ञानपोहनं च
स्मृति ज्ञानं मपोहञ्च वेद्यक्ष सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृत् द्वैतविदेव चाहम्.
Okay, Divya, you read.
Okay, ma'am. सर्वस्य च हम हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तः स्मृतिर्जहन्म अपोहनं च विदेश्च सर्वैरहम् एवा वेद्यो वेदान्तः कर्तवेद्य वेविद एव चहम्.
One time I read. Sarvasya chaham hridhi
Ma'am,
sannishto. Wait. Matismati jnana
ma'am,
pohanam. Yes. What
ma'am,
happened?
shall I chant the sloka?
Okay, you check.
Misha, ma'am.
Okay, you check.
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहम्.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Okay, Vedant, you read word by word translation.
Sarvasya of all living beings, cha and aham, I, hridhi, in the heart, sannivishtaha, situated, mattaha, from me, smritihi, remembrance, jnanam, knowledge, apohanam, forgetfulness, cha and vedai, by the Vedas, cha also, sarvai, all, aham, I am, eva, certainly, vedya, knowable, vedanta, krit, the compiler of the Vedanta, vedavit, the knower of the Vedas, eva, certainly, cha and aham, I.
Thank you. Sudha, you read translation.
Yes, ma'am. I am seated in everyone's heart. From me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas.
Thank you. Now, Preeti, you read.
Okay, ma'am. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas. I am to be known. Indeed, I am the com- compiler,
Compiler.
compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas.
So Krishna is saying in there, I am the seated in everyone's heart. Krishna is situated in the heart of every living being, and from him all the memory, like what we are thought, knowledge, forgetfulness, all come from him. By all the Veda, he is to be known. In all the, what is the last word of all Veda? To know Krishna. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta. He himself compile all the Vedanta. And I am the knowers of Veda. So by the Veda, he is to be known. So here, see, Krishna is situated in everyone's heart. He is giving remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. All things is given by Krishna, and he is the compiler of Veda. So remembrance, knowledge, forgetfulness comes for Krishna, who is the knower of Veda. So Krishna is in everyone's heart as a super soul. He see everything we do. Whatever we do now, everything he is seeing. He remember everything. Whatever we change, body and death, he remember our past deed and desire. When we take a new body, although we have forgetful, he direct us within our heart to work according to our past deed. So he is present as a super soul in heart. So he know what is our desire and what is our past karma. So according this, we get a new body. Although we forgot what we was in past life, but Krishna know everything. What was our past life? He directs us within our heart to work according to our past life. And we work according to our past karma. However, if we desire to know him, that is called free will. If we desire to know him, he gives us freedom. Then he gives us intelligence to do so. In his incarnation as Vyasdev. So Vyasdev is incarnation of Krishna himself. So he compiled a Vedanta Sutra, and he is the incarnation of Veda. The purpose of Veda is to tell us how to approach and understand Krishna. And what is the purpose of the Veda? All the purpose of Veda to know Krishna.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
मैम आपने जो ये सारे पढ़ाए हैं श्लोका वगैरह मैम इसी में से कल पेपर आएगा
हाँ, ये सारे श्लोका ट्रांसलेशन और जो एक्सप्लेनेशन है इसी में से एग्जाम आएगा.
ओके मैम
Ma'am, from 18 to 10 open.
What?
मैम कल होगा ना एग्जाम
हाँ, one by one. First, Preeti, you ask what you are asking.
मैम कल एग्जाम 5 o'clock होगा ना इवनिंग में
Don't know the date.
Ma'am, the date is on 20th. They messaged, ma'am.
Oh,
No, ma'am. It is from tomorrow to 21st. We can attempt anytime.
okay, 3. Okay, Asit, you want to say something?
Ma'am,
Yes,
shall I?
ma'am.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Wait, first Asit. Asit, you are saying something?
Ma'am, excuse me.
Yeah.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of Vyasadeva?
Vyasdev is a compiler, is the name. Like we have my name is Anjali, your name is Anjali. Asit, that is the name of a person. That is called Vyasdev. He wrote. Yeah.
Ma'am, what
Not understand.
Ma'am,
First-
what is the date of the final quiz?
First, I finished the question of Asit. That Vyasdev is a name who wrote a Bhagavad Gita, who compiled all the Veda, who wrote Srimad Bhagavatam, and he is the disciple of Narad Muni. Now ask.
Ma'am, how many questions will be there in the final round
30.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
First Divya. Divya. First Divya is asking. Divya say.
what is the date of the final round quiz?
Quiz date. Sanat is saying he got a message of 20.
20 ma'am in the group they have sent
Okay.
Ma'am,
No,
yes.
ma'am. What is the timing?
Ma'am, in the group
Ma'am,
send
it's 10:30
Okay,
a.m.
I'm seeing in a group. They said.
And I
that.
have one more doubt.
Okay, they're saying that it's on the 20 final quiz on
What is the
20.
time of the final round quiz?
Time is 10:30 a.m. Morning 10:30. The timing is morning 10:30.
Okay, ma'am.
Now send a
Sorry, ma'am, I can't join the final round quiz.
Why?
Because
Excuse me, ma'am.
at
Yeah.
morning 10:30.
On November 2nd, ma'am, on November 2nd, there is a message given that the final quiz will be conducted on Kahoot platform around 18 to 21st November, so we can attempt it anytime.
But now the message like a final quiz will be conducted on 20th November 10:30 a.m. Just now the message.
I can
It's
join.
like all of you check your WhatsApp account, na? That 6 to 10 Gita
Ma'am,
Nishilna
I saw
final.
that. I saw
That-
that.
Yeah. You all have that WhatsApp group. So you all have checked.
Checked, ma'am. Just now it came.
To tell Mahabharata story now.
Yeah.
Can you tell Mahabharata story now?
Can you?
Can you tell Mahabharata story now?
Mahabharata story. Which story you want to hear?
Mahabharata story.
How Mahabharata wrote?
Ma'am?
Mahabharata is so big. It's not as small.
Ma'am, anyone.
Anyone is like a
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. If anybody has any doubt, yeah.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
So I'm telling one story for Jidya. Okay, Mahabharata story. If you want to listen, you can stay. If you don't want, you can go. Hare
Ma'am,
Krishna.
I have a doubt.
Yeah, you can ask.
Ma'am, in 15.15, what is the meaning of compiler?
Compiler means he wrote. Like he wrote all these things. He compiled, like first he collect the information, then he wrote there.
Ma'am, the author of the thing, author of the book or something like that.
Yeah. He compile all these things. He collected, then he wrote for all of us, so we can read. Okay, so I am telling one story of Mahabharata. One time the Guru Dronacharya of Guru of Pandava and a Kaurava. So he tell to Yudhishthira, he called Yudhishthira and Duryodhan. So he said to Duryodhan, find a person who is the better than you. Okay. What he said to Duryodhan? Find a person who is the better than you. Then he called to Yudhishthira and he say, find a person who is the worse than you. He say the different things. First Duryodhan, he say to find a person who is the better than you. And for Yudhishthira, he say, find a person to worse than you. So they go to the village and they started to find. In evening, they came back. So first they call Duryodhan, do you find a person better than you? So he say, I will search a whole village, but no one is no powerful and beautiful like me. I am the most best person. So he did not find any best person, any better person like him. But Yudhishthir, when Dronacharya called Yudhishthir, so Yudhishthir say, I don't find any person worse than me. I find myself a worst of all. Means somebody have a good quality, somebody can milk a cow, somebody can do good business, somebody is farming. So he is seeing a good qualities in every one of us. He think himself I'm no better than all of them. So this is the quality of devotee. The devotee always see a good qualities in other. Like a Yudhishthir, he always see good qualities. Like somebody can do better than me. Like in child also we can see, na, somebody can play cricket, somebody can sing, somebody can dance. So everyone has some qualities. So this is the quality of us. So what we are seeing. what we are. If we see a bad quality, that means that time we are behave like a Duryodhan. If we see a good qualities, so we behaving just like a Yudhishthira Maharaj. So that is the quality of devotee, that he always want to see good qualities in others. So this is a one story of Mahabharata. Okay. So tomorrow we will take a class and continue from 17.
One doubt in the story.
Yeah.
Ma'am, Yudhishthir is in Pandava's team
Yeah,
or Kaurava's team?
He is the eldest Pandava.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So thank you all of you for joining, and Hare Krishna to all of you.
Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Hare
Krishna, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
is Yudhishthir is Dharmaraj?
Jitya, what you are saying?
Ma'am, is Yudhishthir is a Dharmaraj?
Yeah. He is the Dharmaraj.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.